Niners, baby. Lose again. This is actually becoming annoying. Losing 2 in a row right now because we have a rough stretch of games coming up. Bengals next week and then the bye. Praise God. Because then hopefully we'll get Debo back and Trent Williams back and we'll be good. Even though Jalen Moore did a pretty good job blocking in Trent Williams' absence tonight, or so it seemed. Christian McCaffrey got 15 carries for 45 yards and a touchdown. Also had a long touchdown reception. So he had around 100 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight, our only 2 touchdowns. Kittle was involved, had 5 catches. Ayuk had 5 catches. I mean, people were involved. Brock down the line, down the stretch, threw 2 late interceptions, which didn't help his case for being actually relevant. It helped his case for being average and all the things that people want to put on him. I'm almost here for this right now because this is showing that Brock is human and that just like any quarterback in the league, you could potentially have a stretch where you're not always on. And here's Brock's. Here he is, He's not even played a full season of NFL football yet. Like, legitimately. So we're seeing flaws in his game, and we're seeing him grow before our eyes. What will he end up being? I am honestly not sure. But am I confident with him as my quarterback? I surely am. The first interception, it looked as if Juan Jennings got bumped off of his route, and if you don't know, Brock and the receivers and our offense works a lot on timing. Looks like Juan Jennings got bumped off of his route, and when he threw that ball, it was the timing was completely off, and it was an easy pick. The second one, it was more like that safety hawked the ball, undercut the route, and it was done. Like, that was a great defensive play, probably a ball that should have been thrown more in front of the receiver. Yeah, that's on Brock for sure. Not a good time for that interception. I don't like that we are throwing to Ray McLeod in that clutch moment. Like, where's Kittle? Where's Ayuk? I'm not seeing the whole field right now as I'm talking to y'all either, so that's a thing too. So I might feel a little bit better about that once I see the all 22 angle here later. But right now, I'm just frustrated. And I'm also frustrated because we allowed the Vikings to go for over 450 yards of total offense. Kirk Cousins threw for over 370. Oh my gosh, our defense couldn't get off the field on third down. The Vikings were 8 of 13 on third down, which is just absolutely ridiculous to me. Like, how does that happen? They didn't punt until late into the game. Like, the Vikings were doing whatever they wanted. They were staying on the field. They were just going up and down the field, scoring, and they still gave us a chance to win the game multiple times, and we just were like, you know what? We don't want to win tonight, actually. No, silly. We want to go back to San Fran, hang our heads, and get ready for those Bengals week, which scares me because Joe Burrow and the boys are waking up, and they were on a bye this week, so they're healthy, and I'm like, this actually sucks. This actually sucks. Like, I'm like looking at this Bengals game, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this now. I don't. I didn't expect to come away with a loss tonight. I really don't. Our defense has to be better. It felt like every single time they would throw deep on Charvarius Ward, a penalty was being called. So I'm sure that was impeding the kind of the way that he was playing, but it was like they were picking on him and Lenore all night. I mean, Kirk threw for over 370. Like, what are we doing right now? Can we please play defense? Do we have a good defense? Apparently not. I'm annoyed. I know there's always going to be a game or two with top defenses where they just don't show up. But when that happens, your offense has to. And Brock Purdy didn't show up tonight. Last week, he was having a rough day for a number of reasons. But at the end of the day, he drove us down the field, put us in a position to win the game, and we lost. This time, he had the same opportunity, and he made a horrible mistake, which he's probably going to get dragged in the media this week. Drag him. I mean, he did it, so hold that boy accountable. We'll see how he bounces back, because we came out the gates firing tonight. We were throwing the ball, and wow, look at this. And I'm still not mad at Brock Purdy's day. It was 21 of 30 for 272, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. The only thing that I'm frustrated with is when the interceptions happened in the fourth quarter. Can't allow that to happen. We have to take care of the ball. That is the most important thing. You got to take care of the ball. And guess what we didn't do tonight? We didn't take care of the ball. McCaffrey fumbled on the first drive, which should have been points. The second drive, we missed a field goal. So there's points. That's 6 to 14 points that we just leave on the board out the gate. So then we're coming into the game from behind because the Vikings are scoring and we're not, even though we're driving the ball. And then when we get to the fourth quarter, we're losing. And I'm just like, we have left so many points on the board. Bare minimum 9, but we could have scored 21. We left points on the board. It's just stupid. So this game is what it is. This reminds me of how they played against Atlanta last year. I was in disbelief how just piss poor they played against the Falcons at this point last year. And it was just a mind-blowing loss, which they talk about sometimes in their interviews, and they were like, that's the loss that kind of like woke them up because they realized like they have to like play better if they even want to potentially get that home field advantage in the playoffs. And now the Eagles, they just beat Miami. We play them in about a month. We play the Bengals, and then the Jaguars, they're no joke. And then Seattle's over here coming to play. Then we play the Eagles, and then Seattle again. Our schedule's about to get crazy. So they better figure this stuff out. I don't got all the answers. I'm just talking about what's going on right now. So I'm going to go to bed tonight not really feeling complete. And I'm going to have to deal with all the chirps all week long. Huh, your team sucks. Purdy's system quarterback. Yeah. Bring it on. Anyways, we'll be okay. Let me feel all of my feels, okay? Let me feel them. Suck. I'll talk to y'all next week after the Bengals game. Hopefully it's a dub. Peace.